Yo, what's up? Today I want to talk about the reasons why I'm starting this YouTube channel. Now, reason number one, I'm pissed because a lot of people close of mine are suffering. Like my family, my friends, close people of mine, dear to me, who I really love, are suffering. But they don't even know that they're suffering. That's the worst thing about it, you know? It's like one thing if somebody suffers, you can tell them like, hey, bro, go do this or whatever, fix this and it's okay. But it's a different story if he doesn't even know he's suffering. Because then what can you do about it? Not much. It just really pisses me off. I want to do something about it. I want to raise awareness. Reason number two goes actually hand in hand with the first one. The second reason why I'm doing this is actually kind of selfish of me. The reason why I'm doing it is because I actually want to grow myself as well. That's the thing. I've been through a lot. And by making these videos, I'm actually growing myself. In order to put all of this together, construct it, think about it, it helps me grow as well. So that way, I actually create a win-win. It's a synergistic thing that helps you out by sharing my experience, and by me sharing my experience with you, I grow as well. It's kind of like the principle of writing things down. Let's say you know something, you know it, but then you forget it. But by writing it down, you process stuff differently. Same thing for me. I really have to think deep about things, how I'm going to say them, how I'm going to bring them over to you. So that's another reason. Now, that being said, there are actually a lot of more reasons why I'm doing this, but I just want to give you some context, about what's about to come and why it's coming. I've been raised in a very poor family, and there were a lot of things lacking when I was a child. Money is one thing, for sure, but that's actually not the worst. Knowledge. That was the second one. There were a lot of things I didn't know because of my family, where I came from. To give you a bit more deeper context of what my family looks like, they're actually kind of very primal. It's funny actually in a way. They're like modern people living in society with very primalistic behavior. What do I mean by this? Very stupid scenario. I'm sitting on table with my mom and dad, and I'm talking to my dad. And suddenly, my mom just cuts me off during our conversation without awareness that she did it, without understanding what have happened. She just cuts me off. And now you may be thinking like, but yeah, she just cut you off. What's the problem with that? It's not only once, it keeps happening. And she doesn't even realize it. And they even have it in conversations when they're with other people. Like usually when I'm having a conversation with a friend of mine, we're sitting right towards each other. And of course, if somebody is talking, you listen, and then it's your turn, and then you talk, and then you exchange energy. You don't cut each other off. That's very toxic, actually. That's one. Another thing is they're very dogmatic. They're very, I don't want to say dumb, because it's a bit rude maybe, but they're actually pretty dumb. Yeah, they just really lack awareness. And the reason why they lack awareness is because a lot of reasons. I will be covering this with future videos. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. More videos are about to come to give you like a little perspective on what you can expect. One will be critical thinking. This is a topic that I want to go deep on because a lot of people can't actually think critically for themselves. I know there are people that are like, what do you mean by critical thinking? I can think, but that will be covered into another video. Also, something else I want to talk about is actually mindset. And I know that a lot of people talk already about it, but the way I want to do it is actually in a very different way, in a more abstract way, I could say, but also in a more holistic way, where you don't actually exclude things. And I know this doesn't make sense right now, but it will. I promise it will. And a lot of more things, even some spirituality, different concepts I'm also very passionate about. Another topic I want to talk about is self-help, but not your typical self-help, There are a lot of things that bother me in the self-help community that I want to address. That's the thing. Self-help is still an industry. A lot of people forget that, but that's why critical thinking is necessary in my opinion, because you can get very deceived if you read the wrong advice. You know, advice can help you, but it actually can also ruin your life. And a bunch of other things I want to talk about also, but this you will see with the upcoming videos. In a nutshell, I hope this makes sense. Peace out.